Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be
changing the oil
on the
H1 Hummer.
What are we going to be doing today?
Stupid.
First thing we're going to do is pull the release for the hood. It is right under there, right there. Now we're going to undo the latch on this side, gently put it down. Undo the latch on that side. Since we have this over the hood brush guard, it's got these pins in it. Next thing you want to do is gently remove those. What are you doing with there?
Nothing.
Let me see. What would you do?
These nuts.
Lift the brush guard up. Can you get that by yourself? There you go. Good job. You're stuck. Now get one person on each side and lift the hood up. All right, gently, boys. And when you get to the end, the rod pops into place and it holds everything up. We want to pull the oil cap off and just leave it loose. It is right there. There we go. I'm going to put it right here on the batteries for safekeeping. We're ready to get started. Go ahead and get your creeper. We've got this big old under hood flashlight that we're just going to shove underneath the truck and turn on. Give us all sorts of light. Normally, that clips onto a hood, or, well, that one doesn't have a hood on it right now. And it gives you light under the engine bay, in the engine bay, so you can see. Here's the oil we're going to use. We're using Mobile Delvac 1 ESP 5W40. This stuff is absolutely awesome. It is the newest CK4 rating for diesel. You can also use the turbo diesel Mobile 1. This is slightly higher rated, has a better additive package, will provide more protection. If you can't find this, use the turbo diesel Mobile 1. But this stuff's awesome. This is what we're going to put in it after we drain out whatever the dealership put in this thing when we purchased it a few months ago. And you probably don't need a jack to jack this thing up because there's crazy amount of clearance. Even in stock form, you should have enough clearance to put an oil drain pan underneath there. The oil filter we're going to be using is an AC Delco PF1218. It's a nice big oil filter. There's plenty of other options out there. Just pick a good oil filter and go with it. Here's the oil drain pan we're going to use. It's a nice big one, plenty of capacity for a big truck. The other thing you want is a ratchet set. I'm going to go grab some tools. I'll put links to all the stuff I use down in the description below. You can buy them with the Amazon affiliate links down in the description below if you'd like, and the channel gets a small commission, or shop around, get the best deal you can. Let's crawl underneath the truck.
It's not a truck.
That's not a truck? What is it?
It's a Hummer.
Oh, it's a Hummer, okay. So, here is our oil filter. Got plenty of room to get to it. Looks like it's fairly recently replaced, which it should have been. The oil in here should only have about 3,000 miles on it. The dealership replaced it before we got our hands on it. God, these lines on top of it are right up against the filter. Hopefully it's just hand tight like it should be. We'll see. Hopefully some goofball didn't over tighten it. If they did, I think I've got enough room to use the strap wrench around the very top of it. I don't think I can get it any lower. So hopefully we've got room. Got lots of room here before we get to the underbody armor. Also good to see that it has a fresh crush washer and a bolt on the oil pan. We're going to replace that crush washer. I've got a kit with a whole bunch of different size crush washers. I'll put the link down in the description for that as well. You can use them for all kinds of different cars. So we'll put a new crush washer there as well. I don't like the way this kind of drips right onto this underbody armor. I don't really want to take this stuff off. I have a cool little funnel that I'll show you that I'm going to use to route that oil right here into the drain pan. Let me go grab that thing. We're going to use this funnel up top to fill the oil, but this is what I was talking about. It's a lead flexible funnel. Inside it is lead, outside is this plastic coating, and you can shape it however you'd like. You can do whatever you want with it, like just like that. So I'm gonna use this underneath the truck on that armor to avoid having that oil spill everywhere and make a mess. Here's our crush washer kit, oil drain pan, plug. What are y'all doing, goofballs? We're gonna make sure we have the right size crush washer before we pull that oil drain plug off. We should have the right size in here. Here's where we're gonna use this funnel right there. I just bent it over that bar and took it far back enough to where the plug is right there. I probably need to hold it up like this so that the oil doesn't drain back this way, but that's totally okay. That's gonna be perfect. There we go. Loosen up that bolt. It's hand tight. We're gonna slide our big drain pan right underneath it. The oil is gonna shoot out that direction, so don't put the pan right underneath it. You wanna move it a little bit over this way to catch the oil because it's gonna wanna extend out that way. I've got my little funnel thing ready here, and I know a lot of you are probably like, dude, just get to it. This is just my process. There we go. Oil's all drained. We've got a new crush washer on there. Bolt is back in the pan. Now we're gonna take the filter off. Let's see if we can get this oil filter off by hand. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, oil change tech in Atlanta, whoever it was that did this oil change, thank you for using a new bolt and crush washer and properly installing this oil filter so that I don't have to get out tools in order to take it off. Now that the oil's drained, just grab yourself a paper towel and wipe up that lip. Then on our new filter, it's our new filter. And I'm glad to see they use the same exact one on the previous oil change. These are good filters. We're gonna grab a dab of oil, rub it on the gasket because we don't want the gasket to grab when we're trying to put it on. We want it to slide nice and smoothly so that we can get it on nice and tight. You don't want to use any tools, you only want to hand tighten it. And don't go crazy with it. So let's get that cleaned up, put a dab of oil on here, and we'll get the new filter on. Our new filter, hand tightened, no tools. Wipe up around the lip, make sure you don't leave a mess. I already wiped up around the fill screw, or I'm sorry, the drain screw. We're gonna go up top and fill it up with fresh oil. What are you doing, Aiden?
I'm becoming black.
This is how you let children learn. Let them do stupid things and learn. Right?
That oil is black?
Sure. Got our funnel in here. Service manual will tell you that 8 quarts fills up the motor, but after 8 quarts, we're still gonna check everything, make sure that we've got the right amount of oil, just in case. Now we're going to start it for about 30 seconds, let it run, and then we'll let the oil drain back down to the pan. That's it. We're all set. Oil's full. 2 gallons was perfect. We're gonna take our funnel out, get it cleaned up. Got our oil cap back on. Everything's ready to go. 2 gallons was just enough. Put the oil right at the full mark, so we're good to go. That is how you change the oil on an H1 Hummer, just like any other car. There's nothing special about it.
Oil on my back?
Is there oil on your back?
On my back.
I can't see your back. You're under the car.
Are you really gonna put this in your video?
Am I what? There's no oil on your back. Sir, is there oil on his back?
No.
No, just sweat. And a butt. There's a butt on your back. Hope you enjoyed this video. What the hell is going on over here? Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. Love y'all. See you next time.